Really, it was for them, it was boredom, a lack of things to do. I mean, you can only go to the park so many times and jump on the trampoline so many times before you need something new to do. So I thought them coming here, also they were missing their friends. I think they were a little bit anxious about not being in the school setting and not knowing what was happening in the future. So being back here has helped them to kind of get over their anxieties.
We are working from home now, so it's just no going back to work in that sense. So work from home. So, but I needed him to be out for a few hours to enable me focus on the work that I do. So I do a lot of writing and reading. And of course, with him around, there's no way I can really focus, be distracted easily.
I work full time. So yes, that would be the problem, is obviously wanting a placement. So I was quite happy when ActivCamps was obviously open for the summer, because that allowed me then to work from home without having Kai. And when I have to go into work, Kai's here and he's supervised.
Really good value for money, it's really convenient, the staff are amazing, and it just fills the day 9 till 3.
It gives me time to kind of just have a little bit of me time, reflect, get things done in the house, so that when they come home it is like a happier place for them. Also, it's kind of helped me to know that when they do come back to school, they're going to be all right, because they just adapted, they're happier, and yeah, they're happy to come every day.
For the peace of mind that you've got great reviews. A lot of mums at the schools talk about you guys, breakfast clubs, after school clubs. Also how great camp is for them.
Problems, was quite fortunate. I'm a teacher, so I was off in the holidays so I could look after Leighton. Steph was able to work from home, so what this did help us with, it was something different. So we didn't have the same old people, the same old faces, his mum and dad all the time. So although we could look after him, it's nice for him to mix with new children and new faces and do new activities.
I'd highly recommend it, to be honest. It increases their independence, their confidence. They all come home talking to me about the relationships they've got with the different various adults. They mention them by name. I can see that they're looked after, and they're really, really happy. And that's important. It makes you feel good as a parent to know that your child is safe, but they're also obviously thriving, and they're doing things outside of their comfort zone. With some of the arts and crafts that they've brought home, I know that I wouldn't have necessarily built those things with them, so they've loved it.
He's mentioned a few names to us, myself and my wife, new friends he's made here, and they're always looking out for each other, and he's always eager, ready, and 15 minutes before time waiting for me to bring him here.
So for Kai, it's that Kai don't really have a lot of young children around, so it's nice that he gets to play and socialise with children of his own age and that he's familiar with, as some of them go to his school.
I think word of mouth speaks 1,000 words, and what everyone had said, this is our first time. And what have you thought so far? Have you had a great time? Yeah, they really enjoy themselves here, and they ask every day, are we going to kids camp today?
It's obviously a bit worried about COVID and the measures in place to make sure social distancing, but obviously that was all clearly explained, and you've had the temperature checks, and it's all been fine. So
my concerns were really that I didn't know anyone from the All Kids Can camp, and I was worried about who would be around my kids, and obviously with the coronavirus, what provisions have been put in place to ensure they're safe. So I picked up the phone and called Megan. She was easily accessible. She allayed all of my fears by explaining, all of the provisions that you've put in place for the pandemic, but also that all your staff are CRB checked, DBS checked, and when I turned up I met everyone, and I could see the relationship my kids have with them very quickly, so my fears were allayed and I felt assured to bring them back.
I would say that the children really enjoy it. Staff are always really friendly and helpful. I can't emphasize enough how much the kids really enjoy it and love being here and talk about the staff, and it's just a happy place for them to be. I think it's kind of made them forget about not being in school for the last few months.
Brilliant. Thank you for that.
I would say that it's really good value for money, it's really convenient, the staff are all really approachable, friendly, professional, the kids love the staff, and it's the best way to spend most of the summer holidays.
I'd say they've really enjoyed it, they've been well looked after, they've had a good time, they've come back having enjoyed it every day and not kind of complained about going, which they have for other things in the past.
I'd say definitely book it. You won't regret it. Your kids will love it, they'll have fun, they'll be safe, and they'll get to do lots of activities outdoors and lots of arts and crafts. Honestly, it's so worth it when you pick them up and you see the huge smiles on their faces, so that will say it all.